and I'm looking for it and I can't find it.
Of course you are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
I am J2Cool.
Out of my max.
We are here with
Royal Scorpio.
It's your cue, Lamar.
Oh, Kage-sama.
All right. Well,
This is
by
it.
the awkward intros, you are well aware this is the GamesB4Bros Podcast. We
Hello,
talk
everyone.
everything gaming and, of course, some current events.
And sometimes shenanigans.
So we're gonna get right into them.
Here we go.
Number one,
Oh god.
we're gonna go down the low road of loot boxes. So it looks like.
You mean Cansbox?
So the GDC roundtable are saying that loot box regulation is a form of censorship. I will read the whole thing.
Okay.
All right. So global gains against game censorship are suddenly at risk from a combination of actions against our industry, with the World Health Organization classifying gaming disorder a mental health condition. And what is bargaining? Legislation around the world against loot boxes. A handful of government officials again wield outsized power over our creative and business decisions. Additionally, augmented reality face bans in parks, military bases, churches around the world, and total ban in China. What are developers to do? Join us for discussion and how we can protect our rights. So,
Here's my suggestion. How about just don't fucking make loot boxes?
there are some things I can agree in here.
Yeah,
But the loot box part, how does that a form of censorship?
Well, hold on. Now this is me taking a shot into the wind. Okay, so y'all can destroy this at any time.
we're waiting.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
That was the wind.
Okay, thanks.
The wind of no change.
No, but the reason why it could be considered as censorship is because, it's like doing something you want to do. Like people, like you have loot boxes, so, people can try to get better stuff for the game, correct?
Yeah.
And so for them to say that you can't do it no more, just right there is the saying that censorship right there. They're like, okay, we can't put loot boxes in our games because, all because we don't necessarily like loot boxes or the concept of them doesn't mean that, there are individuals that don't get that wants to get them anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you can get a loot box if you want to. If you don't. You know what I mean? It's like it's a choice thing, in my opinion. And for me, it's you're taking away the choice of me getting them if I want them. The choice is taken away. That's all it is.
I don't think anybody has an issue with you having a choice whether you want loot boxes or not. I think it's an issue that not every game that has loot boxes is rated M for mature, where someone of age who, for the most part, can make that decision for themselves and isn't so limited. Like, as far as influence goes, if you're under the age of 18, you're easily influenced by any and everything.
Yeah, with this generation coming up.
Easy. And they're
easy.
adults that are the same way,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you have to protect those people that are more likely to make those mistakes.
I'm going to say that based off of the definition of censorship is kind of a standard in place that is, what is deemed socially acceptable. By them trying to make this claim, they're trying to say that loot boxes are socially acceptable, which is not a general consensus. So I'm definitely going to disagree with that argument. I'm definitely going to refute that and say that them putting regulations on loot boxes is no form of censorship whatsoever. It's just them holding them accountable for, them trying to swindle and get over on people who don't know what they're doing. Because to be honest, games generally, from times past, games generally didn't have this mechanic because of the fact of the matter, games were intended to be, so to say, one of those things that was genuine. You got a game, you played the game, that was it. Now they're trying to make it to where you can buy a game, you can interact with the game, you can make it a part of your lifestyle. Now you can add on to the game, but the only way now you can actually add on to the game is via, if get the cosmetics that normally back in times of old, they would have actually had this content included into the game. Now, because of the fact of the matter, they're trying to monetize it and milk people, because the people, as Chauncey was saying, they're very influenceable, because of the social media. So now what happens is they're peer pressured. And so they're using a peer pressure tactic to flaunt that in front of people's face, which was the case with EA, showing people, or with Activision showing people what they had to do to get these weapons or skins or whatever, and they'd show them to people while they were beating you, or showing them the reason why they were beating you. That's a form of peer pressure. That has nothing to do with censorship. That has to do with peer pressure, which is bandwagon approach, which doesn't approach anything that is social norms. That's strictly political. Strictly.
And also to add to that, if it was censorship, they would want them to be removed. They just want them to be monitored, and they want to be some kind of
regulation
to protect. Yeah, regulation, control. It is to protect the easily influenced, because it is a form of gambling in a sense. Yeah. So they're not removing them.
It's not a sense. It is gambling, because there's the fact of the matter, you're playing a game of chance and you're spending actual currency constitutes it as gambling.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's no way around that.
Is it messed up? Yeah.
But do we still got dumb people that will still get it anyway?
Yep.
No, gee, that's fine. If you,
I'm not calling people dumb. I'm just
no. People are dumb. Let's just not.
You're not lying.
Let's not.
I know we're like trying to keep.
I know, but yeah.
But like people are dumb.
So I can't tell you not to go to a casino and gamble. That's fine. I can't tell you that you can't drink. You do what the fuck you want. I can't tell you can't smoke. Yeah, it's too late. All right, you do what you want to do. That's fine. But what I have an issue with is if that is the only avenue in which you can earn something when I already paid up front for the game.
Exactly.
That's where I have a problem. If the game is free to play, you put whatever you want in that thing. I didn't pay anything for it.
That's understandable.
That is fine. Fortnite, you have every right to put whatever that was free. It's free. I lost nothing playing it, and if I gained nothing playing it, I didn't pay nothing for it.
Yeah,
so it's whatever.
So it's kind of like with like mobile gaming. Like say, like if you was to play with mobile, like if you think about like games, like I play Fastlane on my cellular device, even though you probably can't see it. But anyway, like when it comes to say buying extra stuff for the game to enhance you, that's different than necessarily loot boxes.
It's so when if you're making in-game purchases to like push you further into a game, that is different than loot boxes, but that it's also a practice in which is used in a game you already paid for.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies. And the problem also lies when the only way to earn something in game is to pay for it. Now, that does not include DLC. If you were giving me a story mode, if you're giving me blah, blah, no.
Actual content.
If you give me money's worth, then I can understand. But
I'm not paying. You're paying for a chance for something, which is gambling.
Yeah.
Period. If I'm paying for something, I know what I'm paying for. That's different.
Exactly.
Or
I want my money's value.
I always use the example of food because there's no way around it. You don't go to a fast food restaurant and buy a half a burger and then pay full price for a half a burger. You pay for that full meal and you get it and you're done.
Yes.
And you don't go to a restaurant, you don't give them your debit card. They charge you to make the meal. They give you the meal and then they charge you again for the meal. That's that doesn't make any sense. And that's essentially the method that they're doing now. They're double dipping. You pay for something once, and then they're peer pressuring you into paying for it twice. And
which
definitely something
I kind of wanted to say with Hunter. I agree with you because like from the past, all the in-game content was in the game. Everything's already in the game. You just have to grind and play for it. and do skills or just do missions or anything. But now it's just they monetized it. It sucks.
And I feel like that because of that, that's actually sucking the life out of gaming, because a lot of times with the way games were you'd have a lot of content that was undiscovered. There are some games that, as to this day, they haven't discovered all of the content in the game. And that's what made the thrill of people playing the game, was finding shit that people hadn't found.
It took years. I'm sorry. Continue. I'll go on.
No, that's all I was going to say.
Okay. One perfect example was Batman's the second one. What was that one? Arkham City. Arkham City. It took, I think, 3 years after that to find out there was an extra character, the Calendar Man. And when you found that out, he was talking about the third game coming out. So it's like, it's that type of stuff that you want to grind and find for the game. But
even in
or like in Gotham, what is it? And I think it's where you could be Harley Quinn.
That's Arkham Knight, yeah.
I forgot which one that one was.
Or in they just found Near Automata, the developers just announced just said there's one thing that no one's found yet in the game.
And imagine that feeling. Like, what do you mean? There's something else?
There's something else.
That's a game that's well deserved. But
that game has no
100%
no deal. Like that game is long by itself,
of a game.
And it was made for you to play multiple times.
Yeah.
See, I have no issue with you coming out with a game to where, okay, I have to beat the game again in order to earn everything. Or, for example, remember Resident Evil? When you beat the game, you got skins. You got skins. You got the unlimited rocket launcher.
Yeah.
And if you beat it again, you got a new gun. Yeah.
I missed
and
that.
you go back and then you play with unlimited health, or you go and play with unlimited rockets.
Yeah, little cheat codes and all that. That's the fun thing.
Or the same mechanic that they employ in Dark Souls. The multiple playthroughs you play, the more classes and abilities you find, like items and weapons, and
exactly. And you find
unlock in the game. Like it improves the gaming experience. And a lot of games are lacking in that now. They're pretty much just linear games where you either point and shoot, or you're got your handheld throughout the campaign, and it just feels restricted. Like there's no real interaction. There's no thought behind it. There's no inspiration. So the only thing you're doing is playing with an interactable movie, essentially.
Speaking of Dark Souls, it's amazing that the game has a lot of replay value. And once you really learn is the lore. Like when you really pay attention to the lore, it's really hardcore, in-depth story. Like you read every item, weapons, clothing, everything. You find so much details. You're like, yo, they put so much effort into the game.
You know what's really sad is that what's really sad is a game like the original Destiny had a crap ton of lore, but they put none of it in the game. They put all of it in the damn Grimoire. No, they put all in the Grimoire. They'll talk about the lore.
Oh, okay, lore. I'm sorry.
They put all the lore in the Grimoire instead of within the game. There was small finite.
But the Grimoire is in number 2.
No, there's no Grimoire.
No, it's in there. It's
no, there's no Grimoire part 2. But in Destiny 2, in Destiny 2, Destiny 1 never happened.
Yeah,
because when you play Destiny 2, you all the stuff that you're like, oh, that's the Taken, and your character's like,
what's the Taken?
What's that?
What is that?
What is that?
Do you not remember the Taken?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
So
the Taken what?
None of that happened.
They just wiped their own game out.
Yeah, that's irritating. But that's besides the point.
But they'll bring back weapons from the first one and armor.
It never happened, dude.
That's just funny. That's how lazy they got. Like technically, the first one didn't happen. So these armors and guns never existed. So we can bring them back here.
It never happened.
So they explained that your character was a guardian, and how did he lose his power, and how did he be?
Well, in the very beginning, I got no issue with a refresh, but then just don't call it Destiny 2.
Yeah, might as well just call it Destiny.
Just put a subtitle to it or something.
Reborn. I don't know.
Or just call it a refresh. Then everyone call it a refresh, because when you
refresh,
when you start out in the beginning of the game, you're just a guardian. So it's as if your guardian the previous one didn't exist,
or you never got back brought to life.
They showed you in the beginning, what you accomplished in the first Destiny. So to make you feel like you were continuing the story, but you're really not.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, when you start off in Destiny 2, you're just a basic guardian that has no connection to the first one.
So it doesn't make sense though, because of the fact of the matter, the villain for this one was foreshadowed for Destiny 1.
I get what you're saying, but when you play through the game, there's a lot of questions, a lot of things come up that are portrayed as never before being seen. Like the Taken, when the Taken pop up, your ghost is like, what is that? Like, oh, those are the Taken. And then I think it's Zavala, whoever the hell is talking, is like, oh, those are the Taken, and they're blah 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 blah.
Like you never knew.
And then
so they're saying your character's a different character completely, but it doesn't make sense that your character's skin would carry over, but they won't give you the freaking shaders.
Whatever, everything that happened in Destiny 1 just never happened.
Lazy, man.
Remember the war mine in Destiny 1?
Never happened.
Well, in the in-game, your ghost questions what's a war mine? War mine? What's a war mine?
Didn't I question the first time? I was like,
what do you mean what's a war mine?
Like, what do you mean what's a war mine? Like,
what the hell?
There's a hardcore part in the first one that's like, a war mine is the most incredible creation.
Yeah, there's a whole strike based on the war mine. Yeah. So yeah,
it's just,
none of that happened.
It just kills me that way.
None of that happened.
One of the games I can perfectly give an example about like how much they put so much emphasis of like loot boxes or just buying items that I'm like, I know I could just earn it if I grind, was the Predator one, Ghost Recon Wildlands. That game has so much potential. Just if you put everything in, all the guns, all the skins, and all cosmetics, if you put that in game, I will grind till I get everything. But the fact I had to pay for it separately, like it pissed me off when I found out I had to pay $20 for the pack for Predator. I was like, how about you just tell me I have to beat the mission like 50 times?
Ghost Recon's
harder difficulty. Then
Ubisoft's a piece of shit because they not only added loot boxes that
Ubisoft, what had happened to you?
They added loot boxes that game late. They also had a season pass.
They did.
And they made you pay full price for the game,
which was dumb.
It's like,
if you're gonna add DLC and a bunch of content, half the price at least.
No. If I pay for the game and pay for the season pass, I should get everything.
No, there you go.
I should get everything.
Automatically get everything.
Or do it, or if me, I would say do it in such a way where it can customize to whoever is buying it. Like, say for example, if I was, because I was like, first of all, when you get DLC and stuff like that, me personally, I'd rather it be toward me. Like, if I'm gonna get a skin, maybe I get this is GamesB4Bros new skin, bam,
There's so much variations on that. How many type of gamers out there, and
and I get that, and I honestly feel like now it's getting to that point where the developers are starting to realize this, and they're just preying on the stupid people. Because, like I use for example, generally whenever a really good developer publishes something and they offer a season pass, that's it. Like, that's it. They don't try to add this extra stuff in there. I use, for example, Bethesda. I bring them up because of the fact of the matter, yes, they have bugs in their games, but overall, they're trying to use the mechanic now because it's popular, but they know how well it's working. So they're like, with the corporation thing, they see other corporations making money and getting away with it. They're going to try it. But based off of their previous games, I use, for example, Fallout. When I bought that game, I knew it was going to be a solid game that I was easily going to put over 500 hours into it. And so I didn't mind buying a season pass because I knew that the extra stuff that I was going to get was going to be worth it. Same thing with From Software. Anything that they usually release is well worth my money. So games are at a point where they're an investment. And so if I'm investing into a game that I know actually has potential and is actually going to be quality, then I will buy a season pass. I don't mind buying a season pass because I know the original game is going to be a solid game, that I'm not going to be irritated, that I'm going to have a fragmented story and BS, and then, buy this season pass on day one, even though that's becoming more of a thing nowadays because of the fact of the matter, most publishers figured that's the way to make money. Not all developers intended to do that. And you can tell because of the fact of the matter, the moment the game releases, the fact that the DLC is available means they took that from the game and they decided to fragment it. You got developers like Bethesda who they offer a season pass day one, but they don't end up actually having DLC until like months later because of the fact of the matter, it wasn't intended. Like, they didn't pull it from the actual game, and that's part of the problem.
I think that the developers should definitely 100% do that. I don't like the fact that they have season passes available you day one. How about you release the game, then after
wait a couple months,
a month or 2 months tops,
2 months maximum.
You beat the game. You're like, okay, this was a good game. Oh, we're offering a season pass now because we're gonna come out with DLC afterwards. Then it's like it doesn't seem like you're trying to rip me off and make me pay for stuff that not even you know what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
It's like
what's a good example?
There's no good example. Every
That's what I'm saying.
Every
Like, what's a
company
good
has day one season.
That's
pass.
what I'm saying.
Every
It's just
company.
like
there's no good example.
I think that would be a good move for developers and publishers to be like, hey, you know what? Get the game out. Let's wait a few months. Hey, great announcement. New DLC, reamp the game. Cool. But
you see the problem.
I feel like I use these guys a lot because I feel like more companies, if they use their example, they would actually have greater games. But From Software, when Dark Souls 3 came out, you played that game, you completed that campaign, and you felt complete. Like you completed the game.
Yeah.
And then when they added the DLC, the first one, people were like, yeah, it's kind of short. But then again, you know, it was kind of decent, whatever. The first DLC, yes, but that wasn't released until like 3 or almost 6 months later. Like it was a long time before we got that DLC.
And it gave you time to grind from the original game to make sure, like, hey, I gotta make sure I got the right weapons. I want to know if I have the right class on, if I have the right spells.
And then when the second part of the DLC came out, the short part from the first one that people complain about, the Ashes Ariandale, when the second half of the DLC came out, people had no complaints whatsoever, none. That matter of fact, most people stay in that area, dwell in it, and it added so much more to the game, you know. And that's
not only that, but like with Dark Souls, when you complete the game the first time, you're not done.
You're not done.
You're
like, what did I miss?
You missed. You always like
you know,
unless you went and did the guides and all that shit.
Yeah,
you missed a whole bunch.
If you're
of shit.
brand new, you have no idea. You're like, yo, there's an alternate ending. How many endings? There's 4 endings in this game.
Wait, there's a ring that'll protect you from fall damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. How'd you get that?
Oh, wait, there's a secret blade.
Oh, there's a wizard that I can get up in here too. What the hell?
Wait, interact with certain NPCs. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, that's why gaming is dying. That's the reason From Software, I use them as my example all the time because they make, I'm not going to say perfect games, but they make the ideal game right now. Right, because all the other developers, all the other publishers, they're just looking to monetize and pull money from your pocket for giving you garbage, and that's not what most actual gamers are about, and that's the reason why we have such a complaint, so much disgruntledness amongst gamers because we're not getting what we like, which is
okay. Now, speaking of gamers, I think I've asked this before. Now, are you talking about gamers like RPG gamers, or are you talking about just
gamers as a whole? RPG gamers will complain about the fact of the matter Final Fantasy 15 is fragmented.
We're talking about people like gamers, because there are different kinds of gamers, obviously.
Yeah.
But we're talking about gamers, that the person who tries a little bit of everything. We're not talking about we're not talking about the Call of Duty gamer. We're not talking about the sports gamer. We're not talking about the bandwagon gamer that plays whatever's popular, which is pretty much every Twitch streamer.
I think we're talking about a gamer that
we're talking about someone who
game,
regardless,
appreciates it.
Yeah, regardless if the game is, they're not gonna just play Fortnite. They're not gonna just play Call of Duty. They're not just gonna play PUBG because those are the games they always hear about. They play a little bit of everything. They go in and they're like, oh, this game's coming out. This looks interesting. Let me try that. Now, obviously, people turn into that, but we're talking about the gamers who, regardless of if gaming is hot or it's not, you're playing a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and what's irritating and what's really irritating is that there are games out there
that are beautifully made, but they just don't get the recognition, man.
Like the most popular game right now is Fortnite. It is 100% the most popular game being streamed, and as far as money making, it's Fortnite and PUBG. Those are the most popular games right now, and they're very far and few between as far as games like Monster Hunter. Those are very far and few between. And there are games that come out like your Evil Within 2 and your Wolfenstein, both published by Bethesda, that come out that no one pays attention to. Your Titanfalls that get thrown under the bus. a lot of games that are doing it the right way don't get the attention that they should.
Which is not fair to them.
Thus, everyone is just forced to fall in line with everything else because that's what's working. So it sucks, but that's just
everybody's following the line leader, and it's like, no, man, you can follow your own. It's just stick with it. I know it's hard and I know it's tough, but like I know you have a great game.
And that's why I stated the whole bandwagon thing, because of the fact of the matter. It's like, hey, everybody else is doing it. Why aren't you doing it? And that goes across the board, you know. And unfortunately, that's honestly what's killing games is the bandwagon approach. When I played Dark Souls 1, nobody else was playing that game except for a handful of people. When word got out about how amazing that game was, people started playing the game. Then it exploded because it was a great quality game. And that's when it was a quality game, that's what happened. People wanted more, you know. And then when you get a garbage ass game, like you go from Destiny 1, which, you know, they built on it, and, you know, everybody had their skepticism, but it was a new game. Everybody gave it a chance.
It was a hope. It was a hopeful game. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was a hopeful game. It was a game built on hope. And then when you finally got that complete game and you had all this money and time invested into it, and then you go to Destiny 2 and they revert back to Destiny 1 as though the game never even happened. It's a slap on the face to those who gave it a chance and tried to build it up and actually supported it. And that's becoming more of a popular thing. You know, publishers give you a half-ass made game and they expect you to, support us and then we'll make it better. No, that's not the way a game should be.
You know what's even worse is that you have people, because I've seen some people in comments, you have people that actually like expect games to be broken at launch or not to be finished, or expect games to not be finished at launch, and feel that is the norm.
That's standard. That's
acceptable. It's acceptable. It's like, what? No.
I remember just a generation ago, for an Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, there was a very few day one patches because you didn't have the hard drive space, and internet wasn't that crucial. Yeah, it wasn't that crazy.
Online only.
No. It wasn't a necessity at that point. Like today, internet's a necessity, so everyone knows that you have it. So they could do that now. But especially if you go back to PS2, Xbox,
I can get my
OG,
stacks of game.
And GameCube, there was no patches. Your game had to work at launch.
Your game was the game,
or you were fucked.
The only way your game wasn't working is either there was a scratch on the disc or your system wasn't working.
Yeah, so
that's it.
If you released a game that was broken, you were fucked. And now today, if you release a game that's broken, people are like, "Oh, they'll fix it."
Yeah, you expect.
And for them to accept stuff like that, and that's because of this whole, for them to integrate loot boxes into the whole deal. Just getting us back on topic. You know, in order for them to integrate loot boxes into the whole ordeal and say, "Oh yeah, that's censorship," that's why I say that's complete BS, because that is definitely something that they've integrated into the game that has nothing to do with accepting it as a standard, but they're trying to force the idea of it being a standard on all games. And because of them trying to force that as a standard, that's the reason why I say it's BS.
And that's why I also say fuck mobile games, because they're the fucking reason why we got this damn shit.
Honestly,
anyway, we're gonna move on because we could talk about this. This could be a whole separate podcast, just talking about loot boxes and why
we can just talk about history of gaming, like how we became gamers.
We can do that
anyway.
Yeah,
I definitely would love to be on that, because
you will be invited. We'll have that. We'll pick a day. Everyone's available.
And we'll make sure we'll have that'll
be a whole.
We'll tell each other stories like, why did you become a gamer?
Yeah, so
that'll be a good day.
We're gonna move on to, speaking of Fortnite.
Oh Jesus,
Fortnite, the most popular game right now. So it looks like Fortnite Battle Royale is coming to iOS and Android. That is
my god, what does that mean? More money. Speaking of,
it's free. I can't say shit about Fortnite. I know. They picked. If anybody's doing it right, that's the way you're supposed to do it. If you're gonna charge me out the ass for extra shit, for cosmetics, for skins, all that stuff, if that's what your model is gonna be, the game better be free. And the game is free. It's 100% free. So if I pay nothing for it and I want more, I obviously have to pay you for it, right? So that's, if anybody's doing it right, that's the way you're supposed to do it. If you want to charge out the ass for extra stuff, there is no upfront cost. I could play.
But here's the crazy part about this Fortnite is a lot of people are complaining. Like what you posted, you shared it to me, was the news. Like, my son has a crazy Fortnite addiction.
Oh my god!
But the scary part is,
be a parent. How about that?
No, that's what I was gonna bring up. the fact, like I work at a karate school, and a lot of students of mine, they have siblings, and it would be nice if if the siblings watch their older siblings or their younger siblings, like look what they're doing. Maybe you can do that, or maybe find something else you can do. No, here's the parents. Here, play a game. That's fine. Mommy, can I buy this?
Yeah, that sure, is honey. So no.
And that's the scary part.
That is the scary part, because this is the answer. This is what they use instead of giving your fucking kid some goddamn attention. They're like, here's a tablet. Here's my phone.
I will only accept one thing when I have a child. If I ever have a child, I don't know if I want to bring a child to this stupid ass world. Is the fact like I would only use my phone if I have to. If I'm really busy. And let's say my significant other is gone and I have to cook, there. That's fine. Watch this real quick for 10 minutes where I can cook. After that, you have full attention. If there's anything, I love kids. I will not.
Or how about this? There are a million and one damn fucking. There are a million.
Here are Legos.
No.
Here's coloring books.
No. You can give them a tablet, sure, but there are a million. I guarantee you. There are educational apps.
Yes.
There are educational programming.
Artistic style, color.
Example.
Say again.
What was that?
Like Leapfrog.
Yeah. Do that.
But don't give them Roblox. Yeah, don't
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Hold on. Y'all really can't. Now I'm gonna say this, and y'all look like y'all ready to jump on my. Okay.
No, go on.
With Minecraft, and people say don't say Minecraft. At least with Minecraft,
you become creative. I was gonna bring that up. You're
right.
You are creative in Minecraft. That's understandable, but Roblox doesn't count. Roblox is just it was a mobile game. Now it's in PC and systems, and it's destroying games again.
So something like Minecraft, it's that is just an example of something that is good in portions. That's with everything though. That's with everything.
I would
portions.
Not has good intentions.
Yeah, not allowing anybody to get addicted, and that's the only thing they do.
Right now, because I'm gonna be real with you. I love WoW. Okay, WoW's
fine.
I love WoW. Okay, I know. Like for me, sometimes I get so immersed, especially I think the problem is people use that as an escape. Like like for me, and I've used it as an escape. Sometimes it's cool to go on, play your little character, do some PvP, do a couple raids and go on.
We're not talking
children. We're not talking about us. We're talking about children. People who raise their children
to just be like, hey, get distracted, do whatever you want. Because I don't care what you do, just don't bother me.
You think about it this way, Lamar. Would you be the person you are if your parents gave you no attention and did this?
What is that mindset bringing to that child in this world? That's what scares me. It's like you're not giving them value. You're not giving them lessons. You're just giving them a distraction, and whatever they're learning is through this damn thing.
Yeah,
and it annoys me.
That's why they had instances where Minecraft was in the news because there were sexual predators that were talking to little kids through Minecraft.
So,
which is fucked up. If you're a sexual predator, you're going through Minecraft, really? That's messed up.
So let me give an example. So one of my students showed one of the other instructors Roblox. He's like, hey, do you know Roblox? And the instructor's like, I don't know what Roblox is. He's watching it. I know the mindset he's already going. He's like, what is this stuff? And the kid's like, oh, you can chat with other people. He's like, oh, how does that go? He's like, that's cool. There was a guy who said the F word. And it's like, oh my God, thanks to whoever that person is to bring that to the world and just show it to kids. Like, the kid, that's a kid's game. And you're going to be that person to bring it up upon.
But you don't know if those are kids also behind it, because let's
it's mix and match.
Be completely honest about it.
I'm not gonna any cursing you can't be mad at.
No, you can't.
I was cursing elementary school. Yeah. Everyone was cursing elementary
everybody's
school.
cursing. No, I understand that, but it's just
curse. That's a whole other can of worms.
What I was trying to bring upon was the reaction of the mother. Like she was just like, I guess. And it's like, show them the value of like, what does it like, if you're going to show them a curse word, or like, if you have to understand, teach them what it means at least.
Yeah. I don't think there's
don't just
be an age limit. There's an age limit to something is very dependent.
It's very crucial too.
But you should also, if you're going to expose them to it, explain it to them. Then.
Yes. And that's what scares me. Sometimes parents just like, here, take it. I don't care.
There are a lot of good parents. There's a lot of parents that don't give a fuck at the same time.
There's a lot of
parents
parents out there who shouldn't have children whatsoever. There's a vast majority. There are those, I'd say the ratio is maybe like 40 to 60. There's 40% good parents. There's 60% shitty parents. There is so many parents that I've seen out there that should not have children, but they have 5 and 6, you know, and it's like, why do you have that? Why do you have children? And they're like, I don't know, you know, or do you not know what the responsibility of a child is? You know,
that's not know where the family planning aisle is at Target.
Do you know what Plan B is? Like,
stop. Fortnite, iOS, and Android. What does everybody think? Because I personally, like me personally, if I was doing nothing, if I had nothing to do and I had my phone, that'd be dope as hell to play Fortnite.
I think you can be.
But at the same time, that goes into the whole issue of, you know, how I talked to you about it before, Chauncey, multi-purposing one thing, you know, and it's going to get to the point where now the phones we have now aren't going to be good enough. And now we're going to have to update those. And because of the fact of the matter, they can support gaming. And now what we're going to need is bigger discs and bigger hard drive and better processor.
Sooner or later, we're going to have a phone with a controller with it.
This is all I got to say. That is already a thing. If you have the latest iPhone, you could pretty much run a crap ton of games. They got GTA San Andreas on cell phones. We're already past that. Yeah. If you have a phone that came out in the past year or two, you're good. It don't matter. Anyway,
iPhone 8, yay!
Yeah, iPhone 8 got the A11 chip, and that thing is clocking. That chip is clocking like a computer chip at this point with single core and multi-core scores. So,
my personal opinion, I feel like that's just distraction. Like, you could do more. Like, yeah, if you're bored or something, yeah, you can play a game. But at the end, like, there's something you can do that can make you better as a person.
We're microphones, and I don't make chip noises. But I appreciate it, though. Okay, we're not talking about the moral aspect of this. We're talking about there's Android iOS version of Fortnite.
I think
I'll play it. I'll play it on.
I'll play it too. I'm gonna play
it on this.
That's cool. Especially if I'm on the go and I can. There's a mod you can bring your PS4 controller to use that bitch. Believe me, if I'm bored, I'm doing. Look, hey man, people got Switches. I got that shit.
Phones are a distraction as is. The people already text on the road. You don't need them playing freaking Fortnite on the road.
Well, Fortnite's not going to change that.
Fortnite's
not going to add to the problem, and it's not going to solve the problem.
Yeah, I just don't like that. But what can I do?
Right now we're at 50-50. Like, yeah, there's ups and downs. I just feel like
hey, they're double dipping. These are smart motherfuckers. That's genius. I don't care what no one says.
They're just gonna make more money. That's it.
That's fine. Hey man, make your money. It's free. The bitch is free.
Hey, look, I'd play it. Hey, Chauncey. Hey, look.
Hey, I'll play you, dog. I'll add you my friends, and we can do doubles.
True.
Oh, Fortnite also added in their latest update is limited time. I think it's only for a month or whatever's how long the seasons cost.
20 players.
20 v 20 v 20 v 20 v 20.
So 5 teams of 20s.
That's crazy. Now, what I will say,
so much miscommunication.
What I will say is that that's insane. That's also very cool. But
yes.
But if you like comparatively, because we can only compare this to so many games, comparing this to PUBG, that's why Fortnite is the #1 game being played
for
because
Battle Royale.
PUBG has not done shit with their game.
They haven't taken the next step further.
They have not come out with new maps. They don't have any new modes. It took them like almost a year to add vaulting.
So I was going to say this. Do you guys remember that game on PlayStation? I think it was 4 called Mag.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I did.
Such potential. The concept was amazing. The concept was amazing, and the way they executed it was terrible. The game actually, because of that. But what it feels like is they're taking that mechanic from Mag and pulling it over into Fortnite, and I think that's what's going to ultimately be lasting longer than anticipated.
Well,
because
good.
You're gonna have X factors going on, and I think they even actually tried that in Battlefield at one point. I think they tried to do the squad, huge big battles, big team battles are fun. Like
PC I believe has that.
I think PC did that.
You get a lot more people in the server on PC. I think PC has like 100 and some people you can play with.
Yeah, and the big huge team battles are fun. Like there's a chance to run into somebody once an entire match, you know.
So that's awesome. Also, the update also includes
Patches.
60 frames per second on console, which is awesome.
Yeah, that was the latest.
Got them frames. There's some gameplay tweaks, but also coming in a future update, they're gonna have crossplay between PS4 and PC.
That's gonna be cool.
Which is dope.
Now, here's my question when it comes to those cross-referencing, especially between the cross-platforming, especially between Xbox or like say Xbox or PC and PS4 and all that. When they have mods, and I think I've asked this before, like when you have like, because with computers you can mod anything.
Yeah.
Now,
how does that interact with people who are coming from the console and
You're just gonna get wrecked?
No, what I'm the difference between so I'm only gonna assume, I don't know, but most games that go from that from PC to Xbox PC or PS4 to PC, most of those games they have a system set up to recognize that type of thing. You can have mods offline. But Fortnite's always online game, so it's gonna be a lot harder to implement that type of thing and not get banned.
Yeah.
For single player games, the whole different story. So it depends on the developer and what they're and if the game's online or offline. So for example, GTA 5, if you use mods and go online, you will get banned because it is actively being watched by the developers. If you're playing a game like Dark Souls, they don't monitor the PC like that, so you can get away with that. So it's all depend on the game, and since this game is as popular as it is, they won't allow. That's not going to happen because
be like,
they
don't
lose
want
money
negativity.
because people don't want to play.
Yeah, they'll just lose.
Yeah,
it's going to be negativity, and they're like, we don't want negativity.
So,
and I'm looking at the aspect of the mouse versus a controller, and considering the fact that there's a lot of things that you can do with a mouse that you can't do with a controller, that might be more of a shit on the PlayStation players kind of thing.
Not for third person games. First person, yes, not for third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a third person game, you using a mouse and keyboard actually limits you. Like I tried to play Gears of War with a mouse and keyboard compared to a controller. Dude, that was a pain in the ass. I beat the whole game with it. I did it. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass.
I bet.
A third person game, you need a controller. First person game, mouse keyboard all the way. Do your thing. But if you're playing any form of third-person game, trying to use a mouse and keyboard will be a chore. So you won't have to worry about that for third person. If you are playing PUBG first-person mode, crossplay will be a problem for you.
Okay.
Depends on like what John said, developers, but they don't want negativity, so they're just gonna be like, no modding.
And that's only good for them because that just expands the millions of people that are already playing it.
Yep.
Because that game is uber popular on PS4 and crazy popular on PC, because PS4 has over 70 million users and PC's got, I don't know the exact number, but they have an extended amount as well. So that only increases the amount of people you can play with, which is always a good thing for people.
I just can't wait for the day till we all unify. It doesn't matter what's
not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but like
if Xbox continues going the way they're going, it's a possibility.
Yeah, you think so?
No, because of Nintendo.
Well,
Nintendo
doesn't count. Nintendo's out of here.
Rocket League and Minecraft are cross-platform with Xbox
and PS4
with Nintendo.
I was talking about PS4.
But isn't that because you log into the server?
Nintendo Switch can play with Minecraft and Rocket League. Nintendo Switch players can play with Xbox players.
Yeah. Which is cool. So I'm waiting for the day. Like at one point, I really hope I hope they just do an event for just like 2 months only, for only these certain amount of games. You can verse PlayStation versus Xbox. That would be pretty cool.
You know how bad Xbox players are gonna shit on PlayStation players?
How do you figure?
Because of the fact of the matter, most Xbox players, most hardcore gamers actually play on Xbox because the competitiveness is that much higher. It's super elevated. There's a lot of casuals on PlayStation. There's a shit ton of casuals on PlayStation.
That is true, but in a pool of 70 million compared to 30 million, the hardcore kind of evens out.
Yeah.
Even if you cut all the casuals, it kind of evens out.
You're gonna still have a good.
This generation, last generation, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But this generation,
I think it would probably be an even scale. Like I said, it would be a really cool event.
I look at a lot of the gameplay that has happened on whenever I watch YouTube. I look at what the host seems to be playing on. Whenever they're playing on PlayStation, I see their gameplay and they look like they're having such an easy time fighting players. And I'm like, boy, if I had these chances, I would be freaking Dado and all these extra guys too. But you know, that's
at the same time, all unless it's an Xbox exclusive, all and like any major tournament style game is either on PC or PlayStation 4.
That's true.
Like I said, it would be a really cool event. I would like to see it. I would like to challenge everybody. Like, who's better, the PlayStation? Or the Xbox?
It's never happened. Especially if Xbox continues going the way they're going.
Hopefully,
if they continue going the way they're going, they're going to be mainly a service and not a console maker.
I would hope so.
How do you think? Oh yeah, you're talking about with the whole thing with Xbox Live. Or?
No, I'm talking about because they're pushing more for games as a service than they are for their own exclusives.
Yeah.
So if they continue going down that route and they limit the number of exclusives that they are putting out, they have no reason to sell hardware.
There is no point.
Or in fact, they can just connect it to, like, you have a PC, you have these games you can play on that. That would just in the long run, that would save them money because if they did that, that's only if they continue going down the road. If they invest in developers and they invest in their first party studios, then they will increase the value of their console. But if they don't do that, there's no reason to own an Xbox, because if you have a PC, you can play any Xbox game.
Yeah,
it's not wrong.
Now the games as a service, as far as that goes, they're doing it the right way because Sony's version sucks.
Yeah,
PS Now is garbage. Well, because they require you to stream it. If you are on Xbox, you download the full game and you can play it online, offline. Yeah. So that's the way to go.
It's a good move.
To do that.
It's a good head start.
Yeah.
They have a good head start right now.
Yeah. So if that's the way you want to do it, then they could just as easily come out with something that's not as powerful.
Right now, PlayStation's here. Xbox is ahead of them because right now PlayStation needs to do one step further. Is to, hey, you can change your names.
No. So Sony ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
You look at the sales numbers.
Yeah.
Xbox is dead last.
Yep. I don't know. Next. What?
Hold on. You're saying actually PS4 is actually beating Xbox in sales?
They have been since the release.
Yeah.
Xbox has not beaten Sony in sales in a year's time period. They've not beaten PlayStation in sales. Xbox has sold around 30 to 40 million units. Sony has sold over 70 million units.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the gap is pretty
pretty big gap, dude.
Pretty big gap.
What's the international market on that? I know PlayStation.
Xbox is garbage. Xbox is garbage everywhere but America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Everything else.
Internationally, well,
PlayStation owns and Nintendo.
Xbox used to be the in the lead for United States and the UK. That should be their regions. But this generation, they lost the UK.
Yeah. Any European countries? Yeah, I got you.
Oh, sorry, UK, Europe, period.
Yeah.
Because Sony, you can't get Japanese people to buy anything American unless it's Apple. Period.
That's true.
So I don't know why they tried. I can't. If you were just judging it based on Japan, I'd be like, yeah, you're gonna lose no matter what. No matter what you do. Japan, they buy their own shit. Japanese people are some proud motherfuckers.
Self-efficient, bro. They have their own shit.
Yeah, because
and we're glad they're sharing.
If you think about it, because in Japan, there are people that are not Japanese that live in Japan, but nothing like the United States of America. In America, since everyone's so
multicultural,
we got all of that. That also means we're not all together in a sense. We don't, Japanese people, when shit comes, when shit gets crazy, they will unify like a motherfucker.
It's like, yo, your house broke down, I got you.
Yeah.
No, here it's
nothing
like
against
your house broke down. Ha!
Nothing against America, but since in Japan, I'm Japanese, you're Japanese, he's Japanese. Oh, people, people.
They stick together, man,
and they buy their own shit. They buy the shit out of their own shit.
Yeah,
they buy the shit out of their own shit.
I'll
why
recommend it to somebody else. Hey,
that's
look what
why
I bought.
that's why Microsoft will never have a foot in Japan.
Nah. And if they
Or
do,
China. Or China.
Man, China bans everything.
China bans everything.
China don't like movies where the actors are ugly, so I can't. China's out of the fucking picture. Get the fuck out of here.
What is considered ugly to them? That's the one question.
Ugly? Me and you.
Yep, there we go.
We are banned in Japan.
You mean
Or China. China.
Yeah, that's true. Same people. Anyway.
Wow.
So it's official.
You don't want to get no. Hey, look, you don't want to get no love from
Hey, I look Japanese, so they can shut the fuck up.
They'll be like, why is he talking about
Why is he talking about his own people? How dare he? That's the comments I'm gonna give. Anyway, moving on. Black Ops 4 officially has been announced for 2018. Now, I don't bring this up because I am a super fan of Call of Duty or whether I want to talk about it. We all know it's coming out. What I got this for is because it's coming out in October. That's weird.
I don't care.
Weird. No, but listen.
Well, hold on. No, that's not weird in the sense that, doing it in October, that's like Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? Or
Black Friday's in November.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday is definitely in November. But
anyway, I bring this up. Call of Duty has come out in November for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of time, right? Now,
there's one reason why.
Now, wait. Now, I bring this up. That's very weird. They have always come out in November, and they've always killed it. No matter what's come out, no matter how late in the year, they're always a #1 seller. So why would they change that? I'm thinking Red Dead's coming out in November.
Yep. I can't compete with that.
Because that's the only game Call of Duty will probably lose to. The only game is a Rockstar game. That's it.
You can't beat a Rockstar game, man. Are you crazy?
Cannot beat a Rockstar game.
Not. You know how much? I don't know. Rockstar's gonna make a lot of money.
because EA's come out with their Battlefield game in October for years now,
yes.
And they've always beat it. They've like coming out late. Who cares? They always beat it. So why would they change it now? That's weird. I think something big's coming out in November, and that's the only game I can think of.
What do you think Black Ops 4 is going to be?
What
do you think it's going to be about?
Black Ops 4?
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck, dude.
I was going to say I don't care, but since you say that, I'm like, that makes you wonder what game is coming out.
Yeah,
I wonder what the graphics are going to be like.
I'm trying to figure it out because I don't care what game you are. You're not beating Call of Duty. So I'm wondering what the fuck's coming out in November to make you want to change the date. That's weird.
And that I think
a Star Wars game.
Call of Duty shit on Star Wars 2.
Yeah.
It did shit on Star Wars 2. Came out a week before it. Oh, was it a week after?
It was a week after.
Yeah, I think so. Fuck out of here. Star Wars. Call of Duty, bitch.
I was being funny. I
know you were.
Call of Duty, bitch.
But yeah, no. I think that is the only reasons because wait. They announced Red Dead's coming out in November. All right, guys. I know it's been 10 years, but Jimmy, hear me out, man. October. Are you freaking crazy?
Like, hey, look. Do you want to make money or not? Because
exactly.
We ain't messing with Red Dead.
That's the crazy part. They're like, we gotta make money in that month before Red Dead comes out. We gotta make as much money before they notice it's the same game.
Speaking of Nintendo fans, can anybody explain to me why Nintendo gets super excited about remakes? Nintendo fans get uber excited. It annoys me.
Well, because you got to think Nintendo is let's be real, the OGest of the OGs as far as video game systems.
I 100% get you on this. I 100% get you. But the only reason I could never get on a Nintendo bandwagon is because I could look back to when I was 10 years old and then look at myself now, and the only thing that hasn't changed is Nintendo.
I think a lot of it's in the nostalgia. I use, for example, me playing Ocarina of Time, and whenever you talk to somebody else and you find out they like Zelda games, and you're like, "What games you play on? What games you play?" And they're like, "Oh, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask." That's a nostalgia thing, and I think it unifies a lot of people. So,
and then also you also got to take into consideration with Nintendo. I don't care what anybody says. Nintendo does it right when it comes to single monitor party games. Let's just call a spade, because
it does bring family together at the end. Nintendo just knows how to bring people together.
No, I get all that. That's fine. But if Microsoft comes out with Halo 5 0.6, everyone's going to shit on Microsoft.
Because of again, we're talking about the quality of game.
I'm not okay.
Nintendo never built, they never built their game around DLC. So whenever you got that game, complete game, I use for example,
like the good story.
Metroid. Halo 5 had no DLC. All this extra stuff was free. Everybody know that?
I did.
Okay, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
There was nobody else that can get away with if a new Xbox release and all you got was remasters, would you be pissed the fuck off?
Yeah.
Because that would mean I'd have to buy all the DLCs. Just because of the fact of the matter, they didn't do that with Halo 5 doesn't mean they didn't do that with other games.
I get what you're saying.
Do you get
DLC aside? DLC aside, if you bought an Xbox 2,
0.7,
an Xbox
3,
2, and all they came out was remasters, would you be pissed the fuck off?
Yes, I would, because if that's the case, why even buy the new system?
Okay.
He's trying to get to the point.
That is my point.
Of the new announcement of
they announced Super Smash Bros. On Switch, and they have a shit ton of videos of people losing their fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the same fucking game.
They just added a few more characters.
Which one?
The one that came out on the Wii U.
Oh.
They're just bringing it back. They're just bringing the characters from Splatoon. I heard that
they added fucking Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Zelda was already in the fucking. They added Link from Breath of the Wild. He's already in the fucking game.
It's just the skin. They're just gonna add the skin. That's all they're doing. It's a different costume.
Why are you why is that?
No, I understand.
That is not. And if you saw the reactions, it is not. Oh my god, worthy. What the fuck?
No, they're just exploded. It's like finding out if this is the greatest movie or greatest game of all time. Like that feeling.
That's like releasing Dark Souls 3 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out with a remaster 2 years later on the new console.
That makes no sense. No, it.
I mean, they technically did that with Destiny, and they technically did that with Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. So
Dark Souls 2, nobody played that shit. Everyone played Brawl or whatever the fuck that one is. Everyone played that fucking game.
Yeah.
There's still tournaments for that game today.
Everyone
played it. Everyone.
The reaction.
You know how many people played Dark Souls? Not too many people.
Yeah.
In the beginning. The
reaction that this game got was the reaction as if God of War. When God of War got announced, that was the reaction that this game got. It's like, that doesn't really deserve that type of reaction. It's just more of a oh, cool. It's just going to be an HD version of it. I don't know. People are losing their minds. I just know they just added the Splatoon characters, the links, cost. They're just going to add the skin. That's all it's going to be. All you got to do is click Y. Oh, they're probably going to be like, hey, if you want the Legend of Zelda, if you want links from Breath of the Wild, that's DLC.
No. You got to buy the amiibo.
You got to buy the amiibo. That's $15.
I think ultimately Smash Brothers is Nintendo's baby. There's their go-to. It's they're always going to win because
that's their only competitive game.
People really enjoy Smash Brothers. I play the shit out of Smash Brothers.
That's fine, and that is 100% fine. But I have an issue with rehashing shit. I don't like remasters. I like remasters to an extent. There are some remasters that are
well deserved.
Okay,
that's a game
that game came out 5 years ago. Okay, maybe.
Except for Skyrim. Enough. Enough.
It's too fucking much. Even Skyrim is too fucking much.
Even I can say I love RPGs. I love Skyrim to death. But that's enough.
And that's another issue I got. I don't like Game of the Year editions. I don't like.
Hold on. At least with the Game of the Year editions, I like Borderlands 2. I like their Game of the Year edition on Borderlands 2 for the simple fact that you can get more characters and that you can do extra missions. I enjoyed that.
But that's all the stuff. That's all the DLC.
That's all the DLC that's already come out the year before,
out.
Or the
Game
year
of the Year
before.
edition just puts it all in one disc.
Yeah, that's only for the people who just waited for a year, like Destiny 2 or Destiny 1 players. Everybody just waited a year till everybody got all the DLC and they just bought it. but it's just like the way how
for Destiny, that's 100% when you should buy the game. Don't buy Destiny until the Game of the Year edition comes out.
Yeah, I recommend that. Just don't
buy. If you want to buy Destiny, wait for the Game of the Year edition because you won't be fun.
Happening, by the way, with that.
Huh? There will be a Game of the Year edition.
There
will be one. It's coming out September. I guarantee you. The Taken King's, the Taken King-esque expansion that they're gonna have in September, because it's gonna happen. There will be a Game of the Year edition, and if you didn't buy the game initially, you saved what is it, $70?
Yeah, I don't know. So it's just like might as well wait for the Game of the Year edition for certain type of games.
I think if you're gonna come up with a Game of the Year edition, at least there should be more than a year then. Because all you're doing is you're telling me I should have just waited.
Yeah. So you're telling me, wait, I would have got the full game if I waited 1 year. What if you just not gave it out a year? Just wait the year till everything you got is done, and then send it off.
No, I don't mind if you're gonna come out with a year's worth of content in a season pass format. I don't have an issue with that. But if you're gonna tell me, okay, because you wanted to play it early, you are gonna pay an extra $30-$40. Everyone else is pay $60.
Yeah. This is the one thing I knew I was like, I really didn't like Destiny is because the year 1 came out. Oh, for the year 1 players, you get a special little banner. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, but for the people who buy the year 2, they get the special armor that gives you extra XP bonus. I don't know. I just felt like I was like, I got shitted on, and I was like with you guys for the first year.
I already proved to you that was all that didn't happen. We already had the discussion.
I don't remember.
You misread that. You were misinformed. None of that happened.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you read it and thought that the stuff in there was worth something. It was not.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that right, Hunter?
I was like, you guys learned. You played more than me.
And they ended up giving it to everybody at the end of Destiny.
Everyone got it anyway.
All right, I didn't know about
that. Wasn't worth shit. I got that, and it was like I was mad because of this. Man, I'm an idiot.
It was solely cosmetic, which is fine. I mean, that's the reason why I wasn't pissed. I wasn't even mad. I was like,
yeah, I wasn't mad either.
But oh well, I don't care. I'm playing the game anyway.
Yeah, and they were like, here's they were gonna give everybody one free exotic, whatever the fuck. That didn't happen. And even if they did, it was in game anyway. Oh, that means I have to go earn it. Cool, I can play the game for a reason now.
Yeah, bad point.
I don't like handouts.
But yeah, no.
Game time anyway.
The fact that they're rehashing,
whatever,
and also the new announcement of
Nintendo,
Smash Brothers coming out for the Switch and just adding a few characters. Cool, but just super hyped up for. I'm like, whoa, relax. It's just Super Smash Bros. Unless it's a brand new.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's brand new,
why are you excited for them redoing when they could have just made a new fucking game?
Yeah, if they just like not reamped it, but if you just made it a brand new Super Smash Brothers something, but don't make it Super Smash Bros. Like, so wait, it's the Wii U version with just extra characters.
That's what I was upset.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I was pissed off when people got hyped up for the new Mario Kart. I'm like, it's not a new Mario Kart. It's the same Mario Kart.
It's the same Mario Kart. You're gonna get the same levels.
The fuck?
There's not many new difference. Man, don't get me wrong. I love Nintendo, but it's just like there's some moves I'm just like, why? You could have just done this with the money you made. You could have made a perfect new game off the bat. You gonna share a chip? Nope.
All right. So, if you thought GameStop was garbage, you're gonna think this is garbage. Does everybody remember Congregate?
No. Sorry, I was just flat off the bat. No.
Remember Congregate? It was the website that GameStop had where they had their games on there.
Kind of. Is that what it was?
They had like trading cards and shit. They had free games.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna come out with their own PC platform coming this summer.
The fact that I didn't know who they were means I don't care.
Well, yeah. Congregate was basically GameStop's PC store. And now they're coming out with an official store. They had their bullshit.
They're losing the storefront. They're losing the storefront battle, so now they're trying to refer to online.
Why the fuck they're coming? We already got like 30 different fucking venues. Like, if you have PC, you got to have Steam.
Yes.
You got to have Origins, which is EA's games.
Blizzard.
You got to have Blizzards. You got to have Ubisoft's.
There's Ubisoft's.
I don't need another one.
EA. Oh, that's Origin. That's Origin. Sorry.
I don't need another one. I got 4 already. I don't fucking need another one. Annoying.
It is.
Don't need another one. Die, GameStop. Just die. I don't need you. Piece of shit.
Fuck GameStop.
Keep Think Geek. Fuck the rest of your shit.
I'm so
State
mad
of
still.
Decay 2 is announced coming out in May.
The
It's
only game I'm actually excited about for the Xbox.
It's coming out. It's going to be $30.
That's not bad, unless it's there's a special edition. I think it's like
$50.
$50.
If
What
you
does that
want the
include? I don't
Season pass.
Okay, yeah, there was a season pass from last game.
Mhm.
That game is worth it for $50. That's not bad. That's
Even 30. I would.
no,
I
it's
would
$30
pay
for or
$30.
like the original, and then
or
extra 20 bucks
or
for DLC.
or
What?
you have Xbox Game Pass. You pay $10.
But I don't get the season pass.
$10.
That's true.
How do you know the season pass stuff is good?
Hmm?
That's why I'm buying
That's
season
why.
pass anymore. Because I would buy a season pass for every game I would own. I would have a season pass for Assassin's Creed and all that other bullshit. When
waste of
Assassin's Creed ever have any good DLC? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
The only decent one was Black Flags. That was it. Decent. I said decent.
oh, the fucking
Uh,
the African Cry one, that was dope. as
Yeah,
shit.
dude, that was just like this was a good DLC.
These black man going around.
Then
hacking
again, Black
motherfuckers.
Flag is still the best Assassin's Creed game. to my-
That was OG Black Panther. Fuck you.
No, that was the OG version. He was the one who founded Wakanda.
In game.
If you think about it, he probably did.
Not talking
sell
about
back.
comics, all that other shit. Game.
But either way, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait for it. I just wait. What? 4-day head start if you pre-order it. Ultimate Edition players will have 4-day head start. No way! If I order it now, I get 4 days head start. I'd rather just wait the day of launch. What am I gonna miss? Unless I really want to stream it, then that's a different story.
I would pay $10.
I just paid $9. Yeah.
Pay $10.
After making,
I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing financially. If you think about it.
It kind of messes the developers. Like they're not gonna get their full money or full income.
What I think is it devalues it in a sense.
I was
No,
gonna say, there you go. That's the word I was trying to look for.
I honestly feel like it's a sales gimmick. It's like, hey, since all these other games are $60, this one's only this price. You should still try it.
No, I'm talking about the 30. I'm talking about the Game Pass where you only pay $10 a month
And you pay
get this
all
game.
the
You
games,
get all the Xbox games.
all Xbox games.
Oh.
Even,
So if you
Crackdown.
get Crackdown, if you want Crackdown, you want State of Decay, you want Sea of Thieves, pay $10. You play all of
$10.
them.
But then if you don't have internet, then you can't play that game.
Not true.
Nope,
Xbox Game Pass, you download the games.
it's straight
But
up.
I'm pretty sure they have a block on it. You have to be connected.
It's like Steam where they check it every once in a while.
Yeah. Like it's an up and down. That was the word I was looking
To
for.
me, though, it kind of devalues it because
It
it's
does.
like, why would I pay $60 for it? I just paid 10.
I mean 30.
Well, this case, I'm talking about other games.
Oh, other games.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
It devalues other games, and it just I don't know.
I'm sure it's fuck not paying $60 for Crackdown. I saw what that looks like. It looks like a fucking Xbox 360 game.
You mean Crackdown 1?
0.5, yeah.
All I know is this is what I want to do. We're gonna get the Game Pass. We're gonna play Crackdown 3, and we're gonna have a glitch and switch it to Crackdown 1 and see if everybody knows the difference.
That'd be funny.
I could connect my Xbox 360. Man. Oh wait, is it backwards compatible? Number one?
No,
Is it backwards compatible?
I don't think it is.
No.
I think
2 is.
I can still connect my Xbox
I think
360.
Crackdown 2 is.
Yeah. I had so much fun playing too, though. Whenever you play on multiplayer and you troll people because they wanted to be assholes, then you
To me, I like number 1 because when they gave you the key to the city cheat codes, I had a blast playing co-op, just throwing barrels at your friends because you can just spawn them and just run real quick and just spawn a bunch of barrels. And
Crackdown is backwards compatible.
the first one,
Mm-hmm.
sweet, okay. But still, that's
I was like, why wouldn't they? It's the Microsoft.
yeah, it's
Microsoft
Microsoft
title,
exclusive, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm iffy about the Game Pass just because it does devalue. It's like, why would I pay the $60 for this game?
Yeah, it sucks.
And especially, I'm skeptic as hell about Crackdown 3. So
yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's a
Like-
good move and it's also a bad move because you can test the game if you really want to buy it. And there's some games you're like, that game ain't worth shit.
Especially single player games. Like at that point, if it's a multiplayer game, I'll try it and probably buy it. If it's a single player game, I'll just beat it and
but
then
it's still
be done with it.
All right, I know we've been repeating this, but I hate the fact that in multiplayer everything's destructive, but single player nothing's destructive.
That's what turned me off of it.
That's what killed me. I was like, I can't have fun in my own way if I went offline, or if I just want to be by myself and have my own adventure, like I usually do with RPGs or just any type of games I play. But the fact that like you're telling me I have to be on multiplayer to be destructive, that makes no sense at all. And that scares me is because I can't imagine the lag. You're on top of a building. You're telling me, hey, the building blew up. No, it didn't. Building's gone. It's just like, what happened?
That'd actually be funny though.
That would be funny, but
some Dark Souls shit.
God.
We
bought Dark Souls 3 on the PlayStation 4. God.
Oh, yep, starting over.
Gotta start over. And we gotta start over again for the PC once I get back to once I get everything ordered.
I don't think I'm bothering with PC.
No, that's true.
I'm not gonna try multiplayer on PC.
I'd rather play.
Play it for the graphics and the frame rate.
I would do that with co-op. Just you and me.
We can't.
What?
It's online.
On PC?
It's online. We will get invaded by it and get it all.
You guys are totally averted from playing Dark Souls.
I can play with you. I can play with you. Like,
yeah, just really.
You will get invaded.
Invaders you're gonna have that are gonna break your game while you play.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just okay playing single player. Then I guess I'll just grab by myself.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
seeing the stuff Rod has done, it was absolutely hilarious.
Yes. So it's officially announced that the Division 2 is going to is in development.
So how do you feel, guys? I know you guys played it.
I think we already knew the Division was in development. We all knew that.
No, but like, what are you hoping for?
I'm hoping that they don't at E3 when they show me some shit. It's what the game's gonna look like.
So you want like the real thing? Like, give me what?
No, I am 100% skeptical of this game until it releases and there are reviews, because they showed me some bullshit.
I remember the first one.
for OG Division.
I remember
because I didn't, and that's where I made the mistake. I didn't see what the game looked like. That demo and all that stuff like that. I completely forgot about that when I bought the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if I would have known that, I would have been even more pissed.
You would probably not invested as much, wouldn't you?
Because
I was more invested in it. I was more of us two. I was the one who was more invested in it because I was looking forward to that game. Like I'd actually been following that game for about a year and a half before it actually released.
Oh, so you know that what they showed you with the game was bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with the HUD for your map. Like you were supposed to be able to look at your map
on your wrist. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, like it was supposed to actually show up.
I didn't really get to play as much. Were you able to still use an iPad or anything as a secondary controller as the drone? Or
you can still do that.
Okay, I didn't know if that was promised or like a kept promise or anything.
Nobody uses like that. All that's gimmick.
That was just an extra
Ubisoft gimmick. They tried that shit in Watch Dogs. That was garbage too.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, I'm definitely in the same boat as Chauncey. I'm definitely going to be waiting this time.
That's what I was asking you guys, because you guys have crazy amount of hours. I was
disappointed, and after that, and the bugs and the BS that was happening, that made me go into hiatus from that game in the first place. So.
Yep. I'm gonna be waiting on that game. We will see.
I figured.
I'm hoping that it's
worth the hype.
Yeah, I just hope they don't show me some bullshit this
There's
time.
no hype. There's no hype about it right now. They're just recovering now from actually fixing the game and making it a full game. It's the only reason why people are playing it, and the only reason why people are playing it because of the broken state of the other games. So,
I mean, it's in a better place, but it's still not where it should be. And they added PvP, and that game is not meant for PvP. That since day one, you knew that game was not meant for PvP.
I think that game was just meant to be like, hey, let's be all co-op.
Your controls were way too damn stiff for you to do any form of PvP, and because in the beginning, no one used cover, no one tactically fought anybody.
They just go guns and blazing.
They just ran around, hacked, or fucking used that special shit where they just run away. Bye. Annoying. But hopefully They don't pull a Bungie, and this is a new game that extends on the first one,
and not just rehashed it,
and has way more content to begin with than the Division did, because
I remember,
because at least with Destiny, when you played it, you had a raid. The raid added some longevity to it, along with the multiplayer was good. It was chaotic, it was crazy, but multiplayer was good. You had a raid and you had multiplayer.
Yes.
Division, you had the Dark Zone.
That was it.
That was it. And in the beginning, there was a crap ton of bugs and hackers.
I remember
glitches and all that stuff that ruined the Dark Zone. But that got boring real fast. And after that, and that was all you said until the first DLC dropped. And then there were problems. And then people were hacking what was the raid called? What was it?
The Falcon Lost.
No, I meant the what was it called though? There's a name for it.
That's what the name of the raid was. Falcon Lost. Incursions.
Yeah, incursion. Okay, with the incursions, people were hacking those and getting stuff early, and they were able to grind out all the gear by hacking. Like there was a glitch that you could do to where you can beat the incursion over and over again. Like within an hour, you can beat like 3 or 4 times. If you played it the normal way, you'd be in there for like an hour and a half. Just some crazy shit.
But for the glitch, you
they would just do it over. They would get
within the hour. You could have beat it like
all the gear
5
early
times.
and then go in the Dark Zone and just troll everybody. So,
so you just gotta wait. Hopefully,
I am gonna wait.
Just hope they can keep a promise.
And what I want the most from the Division 2, there needs to be more end game content, a way better story, because that story was garbage.
Yeah.
Gear that's worth grinding for, and way better controls and movement. Because the controls and movement are the main reason why that game cannot be PvP.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna have PvP, then
make it more.
It cannot be so goddamn stiff. That is
more
stiff
fluid
as shit. That is the stiffest Ubisoft game you will ever play.
And the map interactions were really irritating too, because of the fact of the matter, it was super slow, and your character moved slow, and then sometimes your character will react and then he wouldn't get off the wall, which was my common issue playing that game. I'd tell my character to leave the wall and he'd just stay there and he wouldn't leave.
And there needs to be some way, shape, or form. There needs to be some way you can travel a little bit easier.
You think they're gonna try to add vehicles?
Something. Give me a bike.
That would be like really cool. A bicycle, not a motorcycle. A bicycle.
I don't give me a skateboard. Just something to get me from A to B a little bit faster.
Can you imagine?
Because that was the most annoying. That was like half the game. Was you running from one place to another?
It felt like us for Destiny. First time playing Destiny. Two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Before they gave you Sparrow.
Before they gave you Sparrow. No, I was gonna say really funny. This guy's fully geared up and all that. Roller skating.
I'd be fine
with a rifle.
They need to stop taking like these games that like these service-based games. Stop taking it so goddamn serious. Give me some crazy shit. Like I want some Fortnite level cosmetics. I want a fucking afro, a rainbow afro with a fucking clown nose in game. I want some shit like that. Give me something like that. I don't want a fucking some
purple slouchy that everybody.
I don't want a fucking. I have a regular white jacket now.
No,
I
have a polka dotted jacket.
Yeah,
bro.
I have some black pants. I have some white pants. No,
I got some brown boots.
I want some fucking.
Give me flip flops.
Yeah, I want some fucking flip flops, some board shorts, and a fucking tank top.
Oh my god. What's the? Wow.
Let's all be honest. You're not getting immersed in the Division. No, you are not. It's not happening. It's not a thing. After you beat the campaign, there is no more immersion. You are fucking around with your friends, or you're playing in the Dark Zone.
But you want to have a good time.
There's no immersion in the campaign. The fact that you got to.
I'm just saying. If they give you a better campaign, if they give you a better campaign, I'm saying that would be. If they give you a better campaign that can immerse you in the world, then after that's over, cut that shit out. Give me a fucking skateboard with some fucking high heels. And motherfucking
diving flippers.
Fucking no. Yeah, a fucking floaty. Give me a floaty with a scuba. Give me that shit.
That'll be hilarious.
That's funny as fuck.
A
That's some
dinosaur
stuff
outfit.
I
How
would
funny
grind
that'd
the
be.
fuck out of a fuck if I could. What? Give me a goddamn panda outfit. I will grind the fuck out of a panda outfit.
You would.
And you got an emote where you just on the skateboard just the whole way.
I mean, hell, it's already in the future. Give me a hoverboard.
Not the future. That's current time. It's current.
Well, Division 2, it's going to be probably like a little bit of the future, right?
No, I mean current.
No, current.
The last one was current. Why
We
wouldn't
can have a
it
little jetpack then. Hydro jetpack, just shooting
current?
water.
We don't need no jetpacks. You can't trying to make.
You
sure,
wanted ridiculous.
No, I know, but trying to balance a jetpack.
It was a one-time use.
Huh?
It's a one-time
I don't
use.
even want to do it.
One time.
Like nobody a jetpack.
Goblin
That's why Fortnite don't have jetpacks.
They're
They
thinking
said
about it.
They said
They
they were going
can't-
to add it, and then everyone said, "Fuck no, you're not going to be able to balance that." And they said, "Okay, no more jetpack."
Okay, I'm glad they. I
Yeah,
knew
no
that.
jetpacks.
It's not good.
Jetpacks are
Because I knew that jetpack calling
No.
was like that was gonna be a bad call.
that'd be a bad call for
Super bad
multiplayer,
call.
So, you if it's only single player, fine.
Yeah.
Or co-op within the
The
world and
single
not
player.
PvP, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
Division 2.
Let's hope.
Excuse me.
So
So Far Cry 5 is gonna be out at the end of the month, and they're talking about they're once again adding a map editor for multiplayer, and they're adding they're saying that you can use assets from Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed and previous Ubisoft games. Now this is cool, but I don't know why they put a whole bunch of effort into the map editor of Far Cry because
when nobody uses it.
after a few months, Far Cry multiplayer is dead.
Yeah.
And anybody in here ever played Far Cry multiplayer for past the first month?
I've never even played Far Cry, so
Well, goddamn.
Well, missed out number 3 and slightly number 4.
3 was good.
3 was good.
Go back and play.
Please.
It's backwards compatible.
Well, wait. But wait, if you get Far Cry 5 now, in the season pass, you get number 3 HD remastered.
I like the way you did that infomercial bit, though. That was pretty
Welcome. Far Cry for life.
I don't recommend any season pass.
No, I don't recommend the season
Nah,
pass.
I don't buy a season pass for
No, man,
shit
don't buy it.
anymore. If I buy Far Cry 5, I'm buying Far Cry
The
5.
only DLC that Far Cry made that was phenomenal was Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon was the
Dude,
shit.
that's the crazy nonsense that you need in gaming, because like it went old 80s and 90s retro and classic cheesy films.
If you have
wasn't that a separate game though?
technically yes.
Technically it did, but it was the first DLC, but then they just said screw it, make it a game.
If it is backwards compatible right now, I think
Highly
it's like
$8.
it's under $20. $8?
I think so.
It's-
All
it's-
Xbox 360 games I've been
It's
seeing
under
been like
20. It's under
$8.
$20. I highly recommend
we
you
go.
go back. You go and play that. That if there's any introduction you want to Far Cry, play that one. Far Cry Blood Dragon. Play that. That's hilarious. It is a gem. 100% worth.
It's worth its price. I want to look it up.
It's
right now.
backwards compatible on the Xbox. Go play it. Or if you have PC, you already know you can play it.
$15. That's not bad.
100% worth it.
It's 100% worth
Great.
it. I guess
single-
I got it.
Great
on a
single
deal.
player.
I guess I
You
got
get
it
at
on a
least
deal.
20 hours. You're good. 100%.
It's a good just have a good time. If you want to have a good laugh, it's worth its money.
hilarious. It is based in the 80s and it's cheesy as shit.
That's what I'm saying. 80s, 90s, retro, cheesy, everything you can think of, like the cheesiest 80s and 90s movies you've watched, it's in the fucking game. even the tutorial killed me from the beginning.
Yeah, he gets pissed off. He's like, I'm sick of these goddamn tutorials.
Yeah, it's like I already know how to reload. It's just like that type of stuff. Highly recommend it, Hunter. If you haven't played Far Cry, number 3 and Blood Dragon is the way to go. Number 4.
But if you're gonna pick one, Blood Dragon.
yeah, Blood Dragon's the one to go.
Looks like H1Z1, the not originator, but one of the first battle royale games on PC.
Is free now.
The start of the whole craze is going to be going free to play because obviously it's been losing players to PUBG and Fortnite.
Yeah, it's losing its money value too. It's just like nobody's buying it, so you might as well make it free. Hopefully, you can gain back some players.
Oh,
What?
and to make matters worse, does everyone know what H1Z1 is?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
H1Z1 is it was modded from I think the Valve's engine. It was a mod that was a battle royale style game, but it was based in a
Zombie.
post-apocalyptic zombie world.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to fight real people and you had to fight zombies. You would go around, you collect stuff, and then
It was a really cool survivor game.
So it's very similar to PUBG. Matter of fact, the person who created PUBG created H1Z1.
So imagine that shit. You're killing your own game.
So this game is not done yet. All right, this game H1Z1 is not done.
Okay.
And when they announced recently that the official game is going to come out, there was a post on Steam as a review. Someone posted.
Man, it was bad.
It's hilarious. This is what they posted. This game has been in alpha for 4 years. Let me tell you what I did in 4 years. I found a girlfriend and fell in love. We argued and broke up. I graduated high school. I went to college. I graduated college. I joined the army. I got medically discharged a month from asthma. I worked as a pizza driver, a cook, security officer for 3 different companies. I got a new car. I lost my virginity. I went back to college to get a higher degree. I found another girl. 2 of my grandparents died. I got hired as a dispatcher. And all this and this game added and removed Christmas trees for the holidays.
Damn.
He shared that to me. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, yo, he did a lot in 4 years.
So when I saw this, I started laughing because that is indeed hilarious.
That's a hell of a review. I guess that tells you
That's
something.
crazy.
That guy told you his life
That's
story in 4
crazy.
years.
And what's even crazier is that PUBG is pretty much not. It still isn't finished.
See, now it would be really cool if PUBG did it for October for Halloween. If they added zombies into the mix, like HEZ.
Or vampires or anything of that ghoulish type of thing.
It would be funny. It would be cool.
It would be a good, funny.
No. It'd be cool if PUBG added anything in their game. Period.
That's what I'm saying. If they added anything.
No, you said you got specific.
I
just want something.
Add
a hat.
Want
I don't
something.
fuck.
Me, I just want
How about a hat? How about a hat? A new gun? Just that. Add something.
How about actual customization too? Like really cool details and not just.
I'm fine with the way they have it
Slightly, except it costs $3,000.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what you really don't keep anything. Like it would be really cool if you kept like cosmetic wise, like, hey, you got the trench coat, you can keep it until you find something else you like.
No, but that's the whole point of it. That's fine.
You start with
you start like if they give you like a crazy hairdo, some glasses, or some flip flops, or some cool underwear. Sure, yeah, that's what you start out with. But like, for anybody who doesn't know, when you're playing PUBG,
you have to really.
It costs you 3,300 coins in order to change the way your character looks once.
He got to the point and he accidentally changed it to the wrong one.
Ooh, I know that shot through your heart right there.
Rage quit instantly.
Done. I was like, I don't care anymore.
He doesn't care. He just
am crusty white guy.
He's just crusty white guy. He doesn't even give you the option. Like, are you sure?
No, not even that. The options they give you is like, do you want to be crusty white guy? Do you want to be the dirty Mexican? Or do you want to be
midnight
or
man?
Do you want to be Pookie from down the street? That's what they give you. They give you shit.
Like I said, if you're gonna give me free to play like Fortnite or PUBG, could you give me at least like some customization? That's like I know I'm asking a lot, but like you have the development and I know you have the power. Since you're gonna make the money out of your ass, just put a little bit of customization. Because at the end, if I'm gonna be playing this game nonstop, I kind of want a character that looks like me or my envision of like something silly.
See, I don't got. You can have default, whatever.
Yes,
but it's $30.
Give me something. Just a little thing. Just a little thing. That's all I'm asking. But then again, it's like if Dark Souls can, damn, Hunter's losing it.
And please do me a favor. If you're gonna say that about that, you better. What? GTA's custom create character is garbage. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Am I gonna disagree with you?
That is nope. Fucking. That one is the worst. Is the worst.
The way how they did it.
The worst one.
The way how they did it.
Worst one. Terrible.
It really annoyed me. I was like, you guys had
that is the dumbest. what does your father look like?
Yeah, your grandfather.
What's your grandmother look
I
like?
was lucky enough because I played Red Dead. You were able to pick John Marston and then pick Annabelle, the wife, and then you could have had something. I just chose John Marston, this Hispanic woman. I call her Maria. But yeah, the customization.
That's racist.
No, her name was Maria, I think. But yeah, no, the customization in GTA Online was half-assed. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with you. That was garbage as a customization. They could have put so much effort in.
Cool, but
Outfits, tattoos,
actual
hair design
piss me the fuck off.
No, the fact that you're able to change your icon. I have the yin yang contacts for my character.
But you can't fucking customize your face.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. The fact that I can put contacts. Like, you're really going to be like, hey, let me look in the mirror. Look in the eyes. No. Give me the custom. I can make my nose a honker or Michael Jackson. That's what I want.
Honker and Michael Jackson.
I can't say the other word, but I didn't want to be that racist.
You could have said,
I'm Michael. Nigga.
No, not that one. I was thinking of the other one. Such as the J.
Oh, a Jew?
Yeah, there you go. You said it. I didn't.
They got big noses. What?
That's
I
what
would have said Olmec or
But yeah, no. Customization in GTA was bad. Yeah, it was just bad. Red Dead was decent because you had a good, decent amount of choices to be it. That was, like I said, it was decent. But compared to GTA Online for number 5, that could have been a lot better. It's the fact that Dark Souls has a crazy customization, and that's what is best.
Fucking Dark Souls pissed me off because no matter who you pick, you look like shit. No matter how you die,
when you die,
not when you die. I'm talking about whoever you make. You're
a one ugly motherfucker.
You are ugly as shit.
You can try your best.
You are ugly ass motherfucker.
You can try your best.
Hold on. If you look at now, I've never played it, but tell me if I'm wrong. How can I say this? I want to make sure I'm saying this right. The time that it plays, I mean, isn't it kind of like during like Middle Ages? I mean, let's look. There's not like no Legolas looking motherfuckers during that time.
How the fuck do you know? Were you there?
I was saying, you were there?
Were you there? Are you telling me we all of a sudden just became beautiful? Oh shit.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna say this in defense of that. You were looking at the presets. The presets were absolutely hideous. Yes.
Oh,
no. I'm talking about when you actually try to create some.
Yeah.
Let's say you try to create a handsome motherfucker. Man, that shit takes way longer than it should. You end up with an ugly ass motherfucker every goddamn
But you know
time.
what? You know what? That is your ugly ass motherfucker.
I got no issue with it. It fits. It fits the mold. I got you. I'm not complaining about that. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I was just bringing it up.
No, but the thing is, like,
I think they did it on purpose. They made it so we're like,
because here's
I don't care what you do, man.
You're gonna end up being ugly no matter what.
They started actually making video game characters more hideous, so to say, because of the fact of the matter, people can relate to them more if they aren't ideal.
I'm ugly, so is he, but he's a cute.
What if I look like Johnny Depp? I can't relate to Max.
No, I'm saying as in if your character is perfect, if all video game characters are perfect, it takes away from the
imperfection.
The
always gonna be imperfection.
Relation or the the immersion.
I relate to sexy men.
Shut the fuck up.
What if I relate to sexy men?
Nobody's saying anything. Could you guys say something?
No one said you can make your man sexy.
What if I don't want to be banded China Hunter?
To me, my point of like there's no excuses for customization because it's an easy thing to add since the very beginning.
Now we don't know if that's easy. We do not know. We are not game developers. We do not know if that's easy.
Well, we need to
if we're able to do it on PlayStation 2.
That has nothing to do with how easy it is.
I think compared to everything else.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's easy,
I'll do it.
If it's fucking easy, That's all I gotta say. And why does Bethesda have a shitty one every year?
The customization is not that bad on
Huh?
Bethesda's customization.
Yeah.
And no, Bethesda's customization is stupid intricate.
Yeah, it's stupid intricate, bro. It's like crazy detailed.
Oh yeah.
Have you played it?
Yeah, you can actually. So Xbox used to have this thing where they were integrated the fucking Kinect to where you could actually scan your face on the Kinect and it would actually render your character's face to look like you.
And that always
That's the
game. Yep.
That always looked like
it always looks like shit.
Always.
They tried to do that for the Wii.
No, they did that for the
remember
the NBA games?
Yeah, it was NBA.
You seen those?
Yeah, but no. Oh my god, I just remember that. No, I was talking about one of the Super
Rainbow
Punch-Out.
Six too. Rainbow Six.
Oh, Kevin did that because I had the camera,
and
so I went to
like
his house. Bro, we took a picture of Kevin. He deleted it. He's like, "Yo, just do it again. We're not gonna do the picture."
Like shit.
It was bad,
terrible.
But I'm trying to say, it's just like the customization is a possibility for the games to do it.
I think no one beats BioWare
For customization?
Like for face customization.
No. You're completely right because they did it right.
Mass Effect and Dragon Age is like the GOAT for
they're
customizing a character.
There they go. That's the GOAT. All right, that's the new thing we have to start saying. Like, that's a GOAT.
That's one thing that irritates the shit out of me. I think, and great. I still think Bethesda is great. They are great, but they need a new fucking engine.
No, they do. They need to upgrade. They need to update
because
I feel like they can do so much more.
Because Mass Effect 1 looks better than Skyrim.
Yes, he's not wrong. Like I said, like it's not that hard to. Oh my god,
2007.
Yes. And I absolutely love Mass Effect 1. I couldn't stand Mass Effect 2.
I love Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3 ruined it for me. Mass Effect 2 was the shit.
I hated that game becoming a cover-to-cover game. It was actually an RPG kind of action adventure, and then it became
Mass Effect 3 was way worse than that. Mass Effect 3 was a straight up
Mass Effect
game.
3's ending.
Mass Effect 2 was a good blend of both. But the problem,
I would go number 1. That was my favorite because that was the game.
1 was my favorite too.
One story content wise,
yes,
great. Combat was garbage.
No, it wasn't.
Not that bad. Compare number 2, yeah.
Garbage.
I thought it was good. Way more optimized. And
sequel, they understood.
And when you went through planets, there was actually shit on that planet compared to 1, where there was a crap ton of planets that were just filler and you just rolled around and do nothing.
I don't know. I think
you got to keep in mind, like I said before, a lot of times when they release games, they're kind of experimental. They're seeing what they can do in the game for a particular engine.
But no,
Havoc engine. Havoc engine was initiated in Red Faction Guerrilla.
I agree with you. That's fine. That's fine.
I think just for Mass Effect 1, that was a great foundation. Like you started greatness to Andromeda.
I get what you're saying. No, I understand what you're saying. But $60 is $60. Did I get $60 worth of stuff? Sure. Mass Effect 1. The only issue I had
was the combat.
Was combat and the filler.
I feel you. I can understand that.
Now I challenge all of you because I played Mass Effect 1 recently for the past 2 months on PC. Good luck.
I'll say this as far as Mass Effect 1, because I'm you know me, I'm a completionist. I like to finish the game as a whole. The replay value is not there once you beat it the first time, except for the only thing they gave you was a higher difficulty. But everything is pretty much copying.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm talking about the combat. If you try to go play the combat system now,
compare what we've been playing now. Yeah, we're gonna have a bad time.
I got you because there's a lot of glitches that don't work. The cover system is 100% terrible.
Yes,
I remember I was in cover and got shot multiple times.
That happens in 2.
How did I die?
That happens in 2. They hit the wall.
That's much.
Straight up.
And in 2, you stick to the fucking cover. In 1, it kind of just. And 2, you stick to the cover. And 3, they perfected it.
Stood straight up. He said, "Hey, you threw a grenade."
And 3, they perfected it. If I will give 3 any credit, it would be that the controls and the gameplay on point. but the story, the RPG elements, and the whole point of playing was.
Yeah.
That's the answer. I rushed through 3. I rushed through to the end. I was like, yeah, I got to 3. I played, and it was the first Mass Effect I played, and I was like,
what the fuck?
I know. I was like, there's not a lot of side shit to do. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I bulldozed through 3.
3.
2? Oh my.
Yeah.
God.
You had a grind time. You had fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, but compared
side missions were the shit.
Yeah, but for the Foundation, 1 was respectfully like, thank you for bringing this type of game out. Now we have a sequel. You're like, yes. Now they're gonna fix all the things for number 1. Number 2 killed it. Number 3, I don't know how they survived. Yeah, 3 just pissed me off. That ending, I almost threw my controller. I was so mad at that ending.
And it's fucking EA adding like we gotta add multiplayer to it.
Yeah, that was the weird part.
That
was just
weird. I remember that.
You mother.
I remember that. People were like, "What is this multiplayer?"
What?
But that's like Assassin's Creed multiplayer. There's only one thing you could do. That's effective.
Assassin's Creed multiplayer. I never gave that one a chance. I was like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Garbage.
What was it? Brotherhood.
Brotherhood was the first one.
Yeah, Brotherhood was the first one. The best one was Black Flag because of that, but that was the last one because
multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer wise.
There was no multiplayer in Black Flag.
Yeah, there was.
No, I don't think there was multiplayer in Black Flag.
Yes.
Actually, there might have been because I remember them saying the Syndicate was the first game that they came out with without multiplayer.
No,
it was just
Unity was just co-op. No, Unity was just co-op. There was no multiplayer in Unity.
No, I'm saying no, as in there was only co-op in Unity. There was no multiplayer whatsoever in Syndicate.
There was multiplayer.
Not in Syndicate. There was nothing in Syndicate.
No, there was nothing.
None whatsoever.
Unity only cut out multiplayer, and they just put co-op.
They still had co-op.
Yeah, that was it. That was just co-op. But the co-op sucked. I was so mad with Unity. Just sucked as a game. I was so heated because it had so much potential. I was like, oh, the revolution. All the storyline was
all the bugs and stuff that happened on that game.
Oh my god! I got the skeleton one, the one that it just shows the eyes and the mouth. Scared the fuck out of me.
It was multiplayer.
It was all right. I wasn't crazy. I was like, I remember.
I never played the Assassin's Creed multiplayer because I was like, why?
Yeah, the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed was decent. There was a lot of ups and downs.
It wasn't. No, it really wasn't. You could only choose your character.
Assassin's Creed fan, I was enjoying it.
Oh, okay, I get you.
So like I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be the best assassin. Like you get to verse other assassins. Who's the better one who can hide? Who can be incognito and just like hide in the bush? Yo, getting the bush kill. I got hate messages like, yo, fuck you. It's like, yo, sorry if I'm a better assassin. I just know when you mess up, like, yeah, you were supposed to hide, but you did one thing and I noticed it. I can catch details quickly. So it's just like, it was just fun to me. What the fuck is that?
I just want everyone to know that we live in a fucking interesting world.
I heard there was another not a school shooting.
No, not this. This is whatever. But this one right here, a 20-year-old sues Dick's Sporting Goods at Walmart over new gun policies.
20-year-old. Where's Jackie Chan?
I'm sitting back on this one.
Yeah, just sitting back on this one.
What?
Yeah. But going
on.
I'm
not even gonna bring all this. I'm done.
But yeah. Back to the originality. What we were talking about. Yeah, GTA 5 had horrible customization.
Anyway, yeah. All right, guys. That's all we got today. It is 10:15. I appreciate everyone for showing up. Thank you. I will be getting in contact with you guys. As a matter of fact, I'll talk to you offline. Anyway, peace, love, and soul, everybody. Go ahead and outro yourselves, people. Outro.
Oh,
there's Lamar.
This is the Kage-sama fading off.
All right, he's working on his outro.
Royal Core Scorpio signing out. Check me out on Xbox sometime.
Games4Bros.
What up?
You know who we is. We introduced ourselves in the beginning.
Yeah, you already know us.
Every Friday, 8:30,
we'll be here.
we'll be here.